Thousands of Israelis taking to the streets of Tel Aviv over the weekend to protest against newly proposed legal changes that critics argue are dangerous, corrupt, and far too far-reaching. Some 10,000 people arriving to Habima Square on Saturday after Justice Minister Yariv Levin unveiled his plans, which organizers of the demonstration say amount to a coup d'etat which threatens to harm all citizens. Among the controversial reforms, Levin's proposals would strictly limit the High Court of Justice's authority to block legislation and government decisions deemed as discriminatory or undemocratic. It would also politicize the courts by giving the ruling government control over judicial selection, as well as nixing legal advisors appointed by the Attorney General's office. The High Court still hung over Shas Party leader Aryeh DERI, the judges deliberating Thursday night and now into Sunday over whether or not DERI can serve as a cabinet minister in spite of his criminal past. For one, judges questioned the legitimacy of DERI's plea bargain now on tax fraud charges, his second such conviction, this in which he agreed to quit the Knesset but then returned 9 months later. Further, petitions against DERI arguing that the laws permitting his appointment were passed for the personal and political benefit of a single lawmaker and the incoming government, as opposed to the good of the state. Israel cracking down on the Palestinian Authority following Ramallah's successful bid at the UN last week to have the International Court of Justice weigh in on Israel's alleged misconduct in Jerusalem, Judea, and Samaria. Israeli UN envoy Gilad Erdan blasting the world body for listening to the PA's poison and lies and making an emergency out of a non-event, specifically a peaceful 13-minute visit to the Temple Mount by new National Security Minister Itamar Ben-Gvir. Chief among the new sanctions, then, Israel seizing tax revenues from the Palestinian Authority equal to the salaries that the PA pays to terrorists, and instead is transferring the funds to Palestinian terror victims.